President Trump's buyout offer to federal workers is now extended through the weekend. The original deadline was set to take effect in just a couple of hours, but a judge blocked it at least until Monday. Good evening. I'm Scott Thuman. Thank you for joining us tonight. If you are a federal worker, this extension gives you more time to decide, but it also makes a complicated situation even more confusing. And that's why 7 News' Josh Chapin spoke with a lawyer who has advised workers about this buyout offer. Josh, what are some of the big takeaways tonight?
Well, Scott, that lawyer is advising your clients to be really careful about accepting these buyouts. One reason you'd be waiving any claims you had against that agency. Tonight, we did speak with a federal worker who opted not to take the buyout, and another organization here locally who said that cutting government spending is an absolute must.
It's not worth putting yourself in that situation.
Right outside the Ronald Reagan building Thursday, we heard from a longtime federal government worker.
It seems to be so fast and so haphazard that, why would I wouldn't jeopardize my career jumping in that kind of bandwagon.
He didn't want to share his face or the agency he works at, but he said the buyout isn't for him.
It's a little unsettling, I would say, because nobody knows what's going to happen. It could be a reorg, there could be a riff, nobody knows. So everybody's just kind of wondering what's going to happen.
He said that uncertainty is permeating throughout his office and through the group of other federal employees who chose not to take the Trump administration's offer. 50,000 people, though, have, choosing to resign and continue to get paid through the end of September.
President Trump, obviously, as you said, is employing some unorthodox methods here. He is the bull in the china shop. But ultimately, all of this comes down to Congress.
David McGarry is the research director for the Taxpayers Protection Alliance, a nonpartisan group educating legislators and the public about the size and scope of the government.
My heart certainly goes out to people who are upset that they may be losing their jobs, or their jobs may be shifted in some new direction. But at the end of the day, we're talking about the health of a country.
The Trump administration has promised to reshape the federal workforce, including reducing its size in hopes of reducing what it calls government waste. Rallies popping up all over the district, including outside the EPA in opposition.
There's a misconception that the government just hires a bunch of people, and I never seen it. I mean, when I got a job, you kind of have to wait for them to have an opening, and those openings come, few and far in between, and then they're competitive.
Well, Scott, the lawyer also told me she believes that some folks in this case took the buyout because they were at the point where they were going to retire anyway. We'll, of course, be following this decision now into the weekend and on Monday to see what happens. Scott?
A lot still to develop there. Thank you, Josh. New tonight, Maryland is now one of a dozen states preparing to sue the Trump administration over DOJ. That is the Department of Government Efficiency, headed by Elon Musk. The lawsuit is in response to the Treasury Department giving DOJ access to sensitive payment systems and people's personal information. Maryland's Attorney General released a statement saying, quote, "As the richest man in the world, Elon Musk is not used to being told no, but in our country, no one is above the law."